Hi guys, hi six shooter. This is my Hobao Hyper 16 skill buggy. Since I was a kid, that was 30 years ago, I was an absolutely freak of the FG model. This is the body from the FG model I get for free from a not from a subscriber, for someone who was at the dump place, and you see in the dump you see this body. So he put the body out, he goes to someone he knows and tell him, oh, I know you know someone who make RC and have an RC channel, would you please give him that, maybe can he do something with? And so I become a free and new FG model body. I had at home, because I use the front and rear end from the MT Sport 2 on my MT Sport 2 and my MT Sport Plus there, the chassis laying around, and of course I had the front and rear end from the MT Sport Plus laying around. So I bolted the rear and front axle from the MT Sport Plus on the MT Sport 2 chassis. It's clear. Now you tell me, why did you not let the MT Sport Plus 2? Because we have more suspension travel and is way softer than the old version, who's more on the ground and much harder. I had here, back in the time, I used Team Magic orange spring, the hardest springs I find for this size, because the Team Magic is really heavy. This was the hardest spring you can get on the Team Magic, and they are really hard. So this truck weighs 7 kilograms, not 10 or 12 like a 6 kilo normal buggy. So we can drive it 6S. I have it a 6S combo with 1800 kV, 74mm hobby wing motor. I have the hard springs. My truck is not too high from the ground because it's a buggy. I don't like to drive it like a monster truck style. I want it harder. And we are also narrower than the MT. And in this size we have the same size that the original old. This is the chassis from a model. This is an FG Baja. We have the same size in the brightness, and we are just a few centimeters shorter. We have 3, maybe 2, yes, 2 to 3 centimeters only shorter wheelbase than the 16 scale Baja from that time. This part is 20 years old. I will bring it back to life, but this is really what I expect from a 16 skill buggy. We are not too heavy. We have a 6S combo will be enough. If it's not enough, it's not an issue. We'll put 1500 kV in with maybe this motor here. I love this motor. This is a Taurus Rocket 4-pole 1500 kV motor, drives 8S. I use this in my GT in 8S and I will use it now in the MT Sport 1.5, and if you have not enough power here, I put it in there. So how did I fit the body on the truck? Super easy. I just cut out a little bit more in the front, a little bit more in the rear. I use the stock body mount in the front. We use two Baja HPI Baja side mounts in the stock hole from the body. This is the stock hole from the two-stroke version, and I just use longer body post in the rear to go under the, not the hood, this is the hood, the top from the car. So if I roll over, I not will destroy the body. I use from Traxxas X-Max a rear bumper mount to mount the wing. So I'm Superflex, I not will destroy the wing, because the wing is just here for some good luck. We really don't need any wing on this car. We have absolutely no effect from the wing. Maybe in the air if I jump high or along, but I don't know. We must test drive without the wing. It was really cool to drive. No issue with that. So, to access to the battery. The battery I put for the moment in the front, and I will tell you why. So I put the battery in the front to have much weight in the front, to have a trucky drive style, so I can really go hard on the throttle and go hard with all 4 tires on the ground. If it's too easy to drive, I'm maybe gonna put the battery a little bit more back, so I will have more two-wheel drive effects. It means the top will go more up. I have put 300,000 CST oil in the middle. I have 50 in the front, I have 50 in the rear. Maybe I'm gonna go after I just tested it on the street before my house in the moment, just to see if all works fine. We're gonna whip the field with this truck, and after that we're gonna see if I put harder oil in the back to have more agile back from the truck, to have more fun in the corner and drive more like a two-wheel drive. If I want to put the body away, I just have to put 2 clips here away to put the wings out and put the body away. I clearly can cut out here the back from the body, but this body is really not tough. I don't want to destroy it too fast. I hope it will last long, because this is the first time in 30 years that I finally have here an FG mother body on one of my truck. I want so many time buy one, but the stock chassis from FG in two-wheel drive in off-road is just bad. You have bad suspension, handles bad, you have not enough ground clearance, you can only drive really on a flat surface, and I don't like to have a big truck. I can only drive on a track for 1/10 scale. I like big trucks to drive where the little trucks can't drive. Tell me what you think about it, if you like it, if you hate it, if you find it cool, if you love the idea, if you have better ideas, just tell it. I am really happy now. Okay, maybe I'm gonna be, I was too wild with the sponsor stickers, but that's the way cross buggies was in the 80s here in Europe, and I just love it. What's another thing that's cool on this truck is that we have really beefy transmission, so I can, without any problem, because we have here a 5mm screw in the center here to secure the wheel nuts. Easy can put from Elsa Racing FG square and put FG tires on. The FG tires are a little bit heavier, way harder, so that's why in the first time we'll drive the Badlands. They are really soft, they're really good. If I'm happy with, I will keep this one on the truck. If I'm not happy, I will put the 1/5 scale really aggressive tires from FG. I will show you some if I find it. Don't go away, I'm still here. So this is the kind of tire you can get on 1/5 scale buggy. That's just a field killer. Really hard compound, really big knobs. This is the front one, because in the rear you have rider in the rear. This will be a front one. It's not too big for the scale. It's not way heavier than this one. It's just really super hard, and I first want to test the truck with this smooth tire to see how it handles and if the suspension will handle the harder tires. Have a nice day, guys, and we will see us driving this in the field. I just wait to have a cool wet field to make a really muddy bloody run. Bye, guys.